So we're here at Gunfire booth in IWA. I'm here with Marek, and congratulations, 6 years Retailer of Europe.
Thanks to
Airsoft.
First we'll start with the shotguns. People ask about them a lot. These are the PPS shotguns. All of them use shells, right? Either shells for green gas or for CO2, so you can basically use two kinds of gas. Now the XM26 is, for me personally, the most interesting of these guns we have here. It fits from a box magazine, so you have six shells in it. You have to reload between each shell, of course. But the fun thing is that you can use it either as a standalone shotgun or pull out this pin. I can't do this here. The gun had to be secured for the IWA, right?
You're about to say you can barrel mount it to it.
Yeah, exactly. Just an underslung shotgun, which you can have underneath an AR-15 or other gun with a lower wrist rate, right?
Yep.
So it's pretty cool for CQB, for example, and the fact that it uses shells. Each of them use shells which can eject from
They all
one
use
up
the
to
same
six.
shells?
Yeah, all the same shells. Two types of shells. One can hold up to 3 BBs, and the other up to 6 BBs.
Okay.
So 6 BBs is pretty cool for a shotgun.
Alright.
This is how a shotgun should fire, right?
Yeah. Okay, so we're back again. Another wall. This is for Spec Arms.
Actually, the manufacturer says it's Spetsnaz in Russian.
Spetsnaz,
Yeah,
sorry.
I also say Spetsnaz all the time, but let's keep it clear, it's Spetsnaz,
Okay.
right? So, this year, new models. These two, they're not for sale right now. There are actually concepts still. But they will be in sale. They're pretty interesting ones. Spetsnaz Arms evolves, new models all the time.
Yeah.
New fronts, new bodies, the same quality. Plus this here fin is fine, it's nice, it's a regular Spetsnaz with a water transfer made by us. It's an original pancake. We make the water transfers, we can make them for the customer, or we just put out a series, for example.
Do you do loads of different camos?
Yeah, different camos, original camouflages, Mandrake, multicam, and so forth. So the water transfer is also made by us in-house, so it's of high quality. It doesn't come from some unknown sources. We only use the original materials, so it's fine. Now the SAC, you might want to remember the abbreviation.
SAC.
Yeah, it's the Spetsnaz Arms Enter and Convert system, but it's the quick sprint exchange system. It's patented already because it's a very cool tool. I don't know if some of you have seen the film I've made with the Spetsnaz Arms, the SAC. It's to be seen at Gunfire YouTube. Basically, this is a system allowing you to exchange the spring by just taking off the stock pipe. And here we already have the spring guide. Right? Well, if you're doing it for the 10th time, so to say, you will do it in 30 seconds, really. My best time is around 30 seconds. Our technician's time is 20 seconds for changing the spring as a whole, right?
Yeah.
When you do it for the first time, it will take you most likely about a minute. It takes just a bit of practice.
Then you have the spring guide and spring.
Yeah,
and you can
exactly.
mix it up.
So it's just like that, it's fairly easy.
It's a new way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's
very nice.
It's extremely fast and it's sterile. You don't need to take out the gearbox from the gun. Great stuff. So the SAC is something which is really a hit right now, and Spetsnaz Arms did a great job doing that. Other models, of course, also SAC, another model available. We've got a load of Spetsnaz Arms here. And while we're here, let's talk about, Spetsnaz and not Spetsnaz, because these are custom guns made by the guys from our GFC custom division, just based on Spetsnaz parts with other elements, right? Like for example the M1 foregrip wristers. I mean a Tornado gearbox inside. I will tell you more about the Tornado gearbox in a moment. Other stuff like the guys just. With the GFC custom it looks like this. Someone tells us, I want to have a gun doing this and I have a fund of 1,000 euros. What can you give me?
Okay, so custom service on a budget.
Totally. And then if the idea is really cool, the guys think, well, why not change it a bit and put it a small series of it to the market. That's how the GFC custom division actually works, how these guns appear. But these are really short series. Even we had a series of 3 pieces or 1 piece. Just let's have it. Exactly. We talked about the Spetsna guns. Now the Spetsna introduces also BBs. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Well, now more BBs, but some of you might want to look here. These are bio BBs, certified. Some people, you won't find that on many BBs really, and Spetsna Arms has them tested. They are really biodegradable with a TUV Rhineline certificate. So that's important for some of you, I'm sure of that. This is all.
Oh, okay.
It was used in one of the GFC custom guns, the middle one, the longest one. Exactly. So a few fun facts. Aluminum, CNC of course, inspection holes, tested with an M190 spring with absolutely no issues. Run it over with a car, put it back together.
You ran it over with a car?
Yeah, we've got photos to prove that. You'll see that at the meetup later on. So it was run over with a car, not this specific one.
Of course, no, that looks lovely.
It would have scratches, but nothing apart from the scratches. Nothing, the gearbox got broken, the gearbox got just put together parts inside. Everything works perfectly, no additional trimming needed. Very, very good stuff. We've also dedicated spring guides, so no issues here also. If you decide to run that gearbox in a gun which has let's say that logical spring put inside and go up to M140 and 150, it will be probably the last gearbox you'll ever need.
Okay, so it's perfect.
Yeah, as I said, we tested it with an M190, and those weren't 2 shots, there were several hundred shots at least, and absolutely no problem about that. So, the Electro River batteries, as we have here, okay, we have the line. Fun fact, we have the 11.1 battery which will fit under the deck of an AK gun. That's not all that common, so good stuff actually. People ask about it and we always, up until this moment, had to say sorry, we won't get that. It's nearly impossible. Right now it's possible with the Electro River. Now that little baby you see there is the Electro River Flux Charger.
Yep.
Fun thing, it charges 3 types of batteries. LiPo, LiFe, the ferrum batteries, and those old batteries, the NIMH.
So there's all 3?
Yeah, well, but basically lithium and NIMH. I don't know anyone who uses LiFe actually. Some people do.
I know.
Use them.
They're okay. They're like the mid-range.
Exactly. Most people just use LiPo and NIMH, right?
Yeah.
You either need 2 chargers for that or a combi charger which costs you around, let's say, for 50 euros, right?
Yeah.
You get that for 15 euros. You charge both types of batteries, the batteries get balanced, everything's nice. So a mid-level product for the gap between those cheap chargers for one type of battery and the sophisticated stuff. Good one if you don't have too much cash to spend, but you want those 2 types of batteries to be charged as they should. Some new stuff we've introduced lately, G-Light flashlights. I'll see 1 tripped over, happens. 2 lines actually, practical line in white boxes, EDC line in green boxes, from 260 lumens up to 1000 lumens, so some of them pretty powerful. Theta optics, more and more scopes and red dots, but it's still the Theta optics we've shown lately. And now I show the clothes. Black Mountain Tactical is a Polish company. Let's have it clear, it's not our product. People ask if it's our rebrand, nothing like that. It's a new 100% Polish company. The products are being made in Poland, so not only the brand is Polish, the whole manufacturing process is also taken care at our place, I mean like in our country. And good stuff is that there are 2 types of the pants at this moment. The first one are low profile pants, so to say. They've got the tactical features or outdoor features, like for example the reinforced places to put your knife, side pockets, or the long zip. Yeah, you can stick in an 0.7 whiskey inside with it. But it's low profile, right? You can go out on town in it and you won't draw too much attention. The second ones that are available right now are not as low profile. They're much more military, right? The sleeve here is moved a bit to the forwards, which allows you to stick in a holster, for example, another pocket, place to put in your some pads for your knees. Of course, both types are reinforced. A good thing about this one is something not everyone thinks about. There's much more material, so to say, in the butt area, so that, for example, when you need to climb a ladder, go for walls, so forth, some pants limit your movements. This one, that they have enough material around here, so that you won't drag the material after you. Plus, of course, you put it on your shoelaces like that, and the pants won't go up, which also allows them to work better with, for example, external knee pads. So this is a real good idea. And a combat shirt. You could say a regular combat shirt, but Black Mountain has did something many manufacturers forget to do, like vents in the armpits. I've seen many combat shirts, some have them, but not many of them, and it's, I think, a quite important feature to have in a combat shirt. Of course, nice stretchy material, ripstop and so forth. Plus something also not everyone makes. The material around here, it's soft. It won't irritate you like other used to do. Armored Claw are our usual gloves, right? The line improves all the time. This is our brand. They are made in Pakistan. High quality, very high quality. We've presented them at MSPO. You know what MSPO is?
I don't. No.
Yeah, it's the biggest in Central Eastern Europe defense exhibition, and it's the second biggest in Europe in total, right? They met with much interest. For example, the Polish law enforcement already uses it in one
so
of
you've
the
got
branches.
one government agency using it?
Exactly. Basically, the model I have here is the one they are using, right? It's reinforced. It's all in all the necessary places, and the fin is it's anti-piercing, right? Anti-piercing, doing it for totally safety, and it's a Leatherman knife, so it's not. It's sharp. Trust me, it's sharp. I wouldn't be.
It's not a training knife.
If I done that with regular gloves, then they would be cut and my fingers would be bleeding already. Right now, just a sec. Might seem they're cut, they're not.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Not a bit really. They will withstand everything. So these are anti-piercing gloves for the police, for example, when you need to, I don't know, search a junkie, right? You don't know if he hasn't got some glass in his pocket, some needles, stuff like that. That happens, and getting pierced by a needle which someone has used priorly doesn't bode well. So these are the gloves for the police, for example. They use it. We have anti-burning gloves, other stuff like that, technical stuff, but this one I think is the most vivid example of the way the armored claws are going, right?
Most important.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the new stuff we have recently is, for example, the XTC. Okay, I always say it as ecstasy because that's what it is.
Actually, we did talk about this earlier.
Yeah.
We do sometimes say XTC.
Yeah, because I think you all know about it. You don't know much about it. Oh, sorry, modified parts, right? It's come on, I want two of these. Really, I would hug them. Anyways, I will.
So quoted, he would have two modifies. They're just brilliant. Well,
exactly, really.
We've done a review of one of them. We know how good these guns are.
Yeah, so no details about that. This is the Warlord by Dytak.
So I can see that's 3D printed. The low receiver and the stock are 3D printed.
It's still a prototype, as it says nicely here. It's not based on any existing real steel gun. It's inspired by some.
Okay.
We see some inspiration, for example, from the Scar, right? Like the monolith upper part, or the Masada. They do the same stuff. The white parts we see here are only a concept design. They are far from the original end product which will be available. Quite likely they are a bit also thinner. As you can see, the upper receiver goes over the lower receiver. So we'll see how it goes, how Dytak finishes the product. Right now it's looking pretty interesting. It's comfortable actually, it's light. Apart from the fact that it's 3D printed, take it in your hands, it should draw you to the front. Now tell me if it does draw you to the front, if it's heavy to the front.
It does, yeah, but that will improve, won't it?
by the buttstock only, right?
Yeah.
The rest, it's nicely, it's balanced actually.
Yeah, I can see that getting thicker, heavier. Obviously, the stock will add to the thickness. I don't think there's gearbox in there, is there? That would make it even more heavy. I think this will balance quite well. You're right. So what is this button? Is that the bolt release?
Quite likely, yeah.
Okay.
It's still a prototype,
So
so I
know.
can't tell. Yeah, exactly. We'll need to, if it were based on something which actually exists, then
we could say
we would
something.
know. Yeah. Right now, I think it's a bolt catch. It's logical that it's a bolt catch. We'll see. And the back release looks
Huge.
brutal. Yeah. Now, what is here?
What's this?
Ah, exactly.
I know there's one here. Give me some.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
HPA, compressed air, right? Humarex gun and GNG gun with HPA systems. Now, the systems are made by a Polish company, the HPA Airsoft. They are designed by them. For example, the one you see here is not a prototype, not anymore, but it's not yet in any major production.
so it's not released yet.
A few more, guns like that were made as a custom design for some customers, but it's not sold as if you go into a shop and I want that. Not yet. It will happen in the future, most likely in the nearest future. So basically, we have a gun. Yeah, you combine it with another wire. You put it in a tank. You put
So the line goes to regulator.
Yeah, exactly. And you can regulate it, for example, to have anything between 350 and 550 feet per second. Yeah, that's the usual range of about 200 feet per second. APS in general, right? These two, Amweba or Octarms, if you prefer. Here, you know the Amwebas, right? They're programmable through a computer, as LSD, right? People ask us, why the hell is this thing big? If you look more closely, Three-Gun Nation.
Three guns are all colourful and stuff like that.
Exactly. It's let's cut it away from the military. Let's keep it more friendly, right? Let's keep it as a sport, and that's what APS decided to do, making this gun. They are very, very similar. They're nearly identical, right? There are some minor differences, like for example here, right?
Yeah.
Plus this one goes with angled sights.
So AKs and one odd one. So the odd one out.
Yeah, new model, 216, quite impressive. We'll be telling more about them soon, but not now.
Okay.
So let's just call this one a teaser at this point.
Okay, so that doesn't exist.
Whoa! Look at this.
Ambidextrous charging.
Yeah. Plus a big one for gloves, for example. And the front looks brutal. I love it personally, but it's not here. Okay, more E&Ls. The E&Ls we know, right? The 774 UN, the LMSU, and the LMS, but with something attached to it. Well, it's an E&L gun, plus a grenade launcher from a different supplier.
Okay.
In this case, we just use the E&L as a platform for the grenade launcher. The E&L line also increases lately. Maybe you've seen also the 4-score by E&L. It's a more alternative, it's a cheaper alternative to E&Ls. For example, the reenactors love them because they get a great looking, very sturdy external gun. Not as high quality on the inside, but that's what the reenactors want for a lower price. So it goes well with them. And I think that concludes our trip at this moment. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad.
See you next year.
No, that's not all.
Oh, it's not all. We're missing something.
Girls, say hello.
Hello.
And get over here.
Oh. Hello.